Jasmine, would you marry a white guy?
Mm, I
Like, are
think
you on that fence of keeping the black people together?
I mean, I like Dr. Umar. It's just he be cracking me up. But I don't think I probably would marry a white dude just because like I feel like my grandparents are slightly racist and I know they're gonna be at the wedding and I just don't want no smoke.
What?
I mean, they grew up during the times where they had to pick cotton, tobacco, stuff like that. So I can tell they got a little bit of a slight towards white people in a sense. But they rock with them, but not so much. Where if I brought a white man home, they would probably be very disappointed. But I like what she said. Like I don't really care about color in a sense, but it's noticeable. I mean, it's definitely something I would consider. I'm not pressed to marry a white dude. If I'm gonna say that.
You said your grand. Aren't you like 25?
What? You said I'm 25.
I thought you might have been. You seem kind of young. You said your grandparents was picking cotton.
Yes, they're like in their 70s.
Oh, okay,
Tobacco fields. I'm 33.
okay. All right. What about you, Andre? Would you marry a white guy?
I don't think I would mind. It's not like something that I'm opposed to if we end up getting along. But I as far as her saying that people get married based on their IQ, I think that I mean I would have to disagree with that because I feel like at some point, and I remember this coming out, but it was talking about like the person who designed the IQ test and how that person um basically designed the IQ test according to things that mostly Caucasian people will be able to like kind of like relate to or something like that. It was like some type of study or some type of article that came out that basically invalid the IQ test because of the time period that the IQ test was created and the social climate around the time the IQ test was created. So I mean, I would have to disagree with her on that. But I mean, as far as marrying somebody outside of my race, I don't think that I would be opposed to it, especially because I feel like as a black woman and dating in the community of African American people, most I mean studies are kind of like showing that most black men date outside their race too. So black women tend to like stay within their own race. So I don't see anything wrong with like exploring outside my comfort zone.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Trev, are you married? I can't even ask you. Would you date a white woman? But what are your thoughts about
You
this,
can
man?
ask me whatever you want. You can ask me whatever you
Pause,
want.
pause, Trev. Pause in there, bro. Would you marry a white
Yeah,
woman?
pause. um, I'm gonna say probably not. Right, I'm not opposed to it. Right, it's not for me per se, but yeah, I would not have only because we have a lot of differences culturally. So with me, I would want somebody who is at least similar in that aspect, where they've had similar experiences that they can relate to. The way I grew up, it's just different. So, but I'm not opposed to it, and I understand why some people may decide to divest because they may feel they just get along, or they might have been rejected by their own, most of their life, and then got with another race, and then found it very easy and didn't have to be swagalicious, didn't have to uh, be super masculine or hyper masculine, and they were able to just be themselves, and it was accepted, and they didn't have to worry about acquiring a bunch of game. So I understand why people do it. Again, it's not for me per se, but I'm not opposed to it. And I don't think that people do it according to IQ. I think that's somewhat of a factor, but I think a lot of people go by there's religion is one major factor. Two, compatibility. That's extremely important. If you actually like the person, do you get along with the person? A lot of people go with that, and just if they're relatable. Those I think are factors that people consider a lot more than IQ. I've never heard that before. That's just something that Candace Owens would say, but yeah, I'll leave it there for now.
Okay. All right. Well, Lady Di, what are your thoughts about it? Are you down with the with black folks swirling?
Well, I don't want to answer that question because that's up to whoever. But as far as me, I've been around, like my dad is black, so I'm used to seeing black people. So for me to be interested in another race that's not of, I guess, color will be a little weird. I don't see how, not saying we can't have stuff in common, but I don't see how I would have something in common with someone that has been raised different. Um, so even like me and my husband, he was raised in the South, I was raised in the North, and that's already different. So to add you are a whole nother race to that would be a little crazy. So I'm not really interested. So when she said that she doesn't look at race, that's weird because if you're a black lady, how you not looking at race and that's all your household is black. So that I think that statement was just a cop out for her to just make her situation seem like it was okay. She could have came up with a better answer instead of saying that. But and then if she's talking about black families, that's weird because her family is not all black. They are mixed. Those are just facts. So she should just speak about everybody. What is it? Love is love. Love everyone. Just love who you want. She should just make that point. Make that the new trend instead of still thinking that she is with black families because she's not. Because if she was, she would never had married that man. She wouldn't even got close to him. So for me, I'm looking for black men. Like before I got married, I was looking for black. I wasn't looking at, like, if I seen a white guy, I ain't go over there. Or if he said something to me, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm interested. I'd be like, no, I'm okay. I'm good. And then that's it. Like, it's not, now is that racist? No, it's just, I'm into what I'm into, but I'm going based off of my color. So I'm looking for people that look like me. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. Now, if somebody wants to go outside of their race, then they could do that, but don't rep blackness, don't rep black families. That's not what you are into because you are into, it's not about love. It's about what you're into. So if you're into being mixed, some people there's women who like to be with white men because they want their kids to have nice curly hair. They want their kids to have that blonde mix, with green eyes and all of this stuff. Not that black people can't, but sometimes to get that, they got to go another race. So there's people who are just infatuated with the look of it. And, sometimes it is, they don't like themselves. They don't like their hair. So let's talk about that. That's the deeper issue. She's not going to say that, but that's a lot of the reason what it is. There's a lot of black women bleaching their skin. So,
What?
Just whiter, just because they feel people don't like darker skin, which is not true. So, I mean, it's a lot to it. Like I said, I don't judge no one for that. It is what it is. You do what you do. But personally, no, I wouldn't. I'll stick to what I look like.
Have y'all seen this story about this woman going viral, receiving criticism from men and women for cooking for her boyfriend every day?